咩？
你真係 not fucking missing。係好傻。
The pros of a jump serve: timing, ball contact, and ball trajectory. The toss is the most important. If you want to jump higher and hit harder for your jump serve, spiking, or blocking, then use my jump training programs to increase your vertical jump that include a 12-week bodyweight program so you can train on equipment, a 4-week starter program. If you're new to weight training, a 12-month elevation template for long-term progress and serious gains that requires standard gym equipment and comes with a mobile training app. Use my discount code and link below to get 5% off all my jump training programs and start jumping higher today. Next, we'll talk about footwork. It's very similar to your spiking footwork, except you're broad jumping, also known as jumping forward.
猜一下。
A 4-step approach. Then your first step is a short walking step. Second step is a medium length step.
屌乜爛嘢 T 嚟㗎？乜嘢？
地球係一個巨大版動物園嚇。三小。神之邊
有交選嗎？
要走
你飛嗌打唔贏咩嘅？飛嗌打唔贏豬女嘅。哦，你出穿甲啊？唔怪之得啦。
Fourth step is
你
a
打
short
3拳
step.
就收皮㗎咯，呢個東西。
If you do a 3-step approach, then your first step is a medium length step. Second step is a long stride. Third step is a short
什
step.
麼對面有奶嗎？
Regardless of how many steps you take,
你
make
好，
sure you
係咪開嘅？你好，
我要走。
係啊，Carol 完咗係咪咩啊？
笑撚死！
你好有問題嚟啊！斟水先。
喂，屌你哋冇分散打得唔撚得啊！你乜撚樣？哇！呢班柒頭咧，真係咧。
還要兜兜。
我們哭了，我們笑了，
一手
星星還亮着幾個，
what the
我
fuck？
們穿着是你的
喂！
太空的
就你他媽在說是吧？你媽的，真的是。
or second to last step.
是唯一
Move
神
45 degrees toward your hitting shoulder, and your last step
no fan, no
between
fan.
45 to 90 degrees.
Hands
Help
up,
you
high
jump up
pass.
in an open position to load your hips and shoulders for rotational power as you hit the
媽
ball.
的，真的是。
USB English yes I mean like what's up
So,
motherfucker
how far should you broad
This
jump?
game.
In general, the further you broad jump, the more body weight power you can put into the ball, and the less time you give the receiver to react to your serve because you're shortening the distance from where you contact it to where they receive it. However, the greater the broad jump, the lower the vertical reach becomes. Every athlete has to find the right balance between how far up they need to jump to
你老
maximize their
味
reach
打到人
and
機咁
power.
樣喎，佢哋。
I recommend starting with broad jumping 1 foot in front of the baseline and continue broad
Wow.
jumping more little by little until you start to
咁撚勁啊，隻
consistently
豬！
hit into the net. Then bring back the broad jump slightly, little by little, until you can consistently serve over the net with a controlled broad jump. most importantly, make sure you can still control your landings without injuring yourself. Now, we'll talk about where to contact the ball. Your jump serve arm swing should be very similar to your
冇
spiking
人
arm
跟
swing,
到
where you're still
戇
trying to
鳩
contact
㗎
the ball
師
as high as
傅。
possible, slightly in front of your hitting shoulder.
哎呀
But except the main difference is
聰
where
明
you
少少好
actually
唔好啊？
contact
屌
the ball
你
is
打撚到
where
好似
you'll be
咩咁
aiming
樣
for
喎，
your
人
jump
機
serve.
咁撚樣嘅
Keep
喎
your。hand relaxed and open so you can take the shape of the ball and maximize your arm speed, control, and topspin. If your hand is too stiff, it will have an uncontrollable float effect and less topspin. Most of the ball should be felt just below the base of your middle finger, so focus most of your contact there. I like to think of the
Oh,
ball
wow, we
as
see
the
how you
Earth
do
with the
that.
equator as
Yeah,
the
what
point
I
of
say-
reference for the center line of the ball. If you have a lower vertical jump and reach, then contact the ball below the
係我啱啱已經
equator
抽咗
so
個
the ball
名，
can go up
啊
first
哦
and
咁
then
跟住咧
over the
中咗
net.
咩啊？
If you
跟
have
中
an
咗啊
average vertical
10 抽
jump
中
and
嗰粒
reach,
托
then
爾
contact
啦
the，ball at the equator
然後
so
個
the ball can be driven forward
誒
over
誒
the
bit
net.
中嗰個中
Have
咗
an
粒水
above
天使
average
啦，
vertical jump and reach.
賺
Contact
啦
the！ball
你又唔可以
slightly
去猜，又唔
above
可以
the
話佢好
equator
啦。
so
水
you
天使
can
有爭一粒
do
就可
a
以，
downward
但係如果
trajectory
你叫我拎幾百蚊去換粒
drive
水，
the ball forward.
咁又唔係好值啦。
Volleyball
係
shoes,
都唔係嘅，
balls,
同 bit 同超得差唔多
backpacks,
咧。
jerseys, and knee pads, then make sure you shop at my
跟住
favorite
阿奇買
volleyball
多啲
store,
咯。
All Volleyball, which has the widest selection of
真係唔會
volleyball
彩班
gear
難嘅
and
客
equipment
人。
and amazing
哇
customer
科門，你
service.
俾人派什
Use
麼
my？discount code
So
and link
far.
below to get 10%
哇！
off
仆
your
街咁撚
entire
痛嘅。
order
我想
and
出
free
嚟嗰
shipping
個
for orders over $100. So get your new volleyball gear today so you can look super
咩
fly
事
on
啊
the court. Lastly, we'll talk about where to aim the ball so it will have the highest chance of landing in the court with maximum power. Don't focus on aiming into the court because there's obviously a net in the way. Instead, focus on aiming the ball at the height of the first red or second white section of the antenna. If you aim through this plane, the ball will usually land in because gravity and topspin will drive the ball down. Make sure you keep your arm and hand relaxed.
哇！抄料 B 啊，
so
鬆
you can
啲
swing。with maximum
妖
velocity
妖妖！
and
呢
control.
個槍
Follow through in the direction that you want the ball to go. A well-executed jump serve should not feel strained or painful. Instead, it should feel like a perfectly timed flow of energy, which is why it's important to understand where your jump serving power should come from. The height of the toss, which adds extra ball velocity, the momentum from your approach, specifically the backswing during the penultimate step, your foot position before you jump to open up your hips and shoulders, the bodyweight transfer of power through the broad jump, and the very last point of power is your arm swing. If you feel strained during your jump serve, then you're probably focusing too much on the arm swing aspect and not enough on the previous steps leading up to the arm swing. Let's watch some great jump serving examples that demonstrate the variety of different tossing styles, footwork, and timing.
老花。
戇鳩啊！師傅冇中啦，中出去。哇！玩什麼？加落
我係你嘅 Uber 司機，我站喺路中間嗰係微你嚟嘅加速。
Stay tuned for part 2 of learning how to jump serve, where I discuss the best drills that you can practice to make your jump serve more consistent and more powerful. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite jump serving style is and why.
An open attacker and then an open net to hit clear through for the 2 early points.
DeCheco's in the back row. He's serving. The one-hand set on the other side from Japan was beautifully
個
done.
跟不撚到
One-hand
啊！
set there from Saketa, that veteran setter for Japan who does a great job running this offense, even with one hand.
Brazilian fans know Lima. He plays in the Brazilian Superliga. Here comes the back row attack from the lefty, Nishida. Brazilian fans know Lima. He plays in the Brazilian Superliga. Here comes the back row
Come on!
Brazilian Superliga. Here comes the back row attack from the lefty, Nishida, and that's going to go out. Luciano DeCheco, he can do so many things well, Matt, but you wouldn't have thought necessarily blocking would be among them.
OK，我翻嚟
There's
啦。
another opportunity for Argentina. Back row attack.
點啊？
Thunderous shot from this.
你打一場啊？
點解啊？
等咗咁耐打一場，
打咗瞓覺啦。
到10點啦，齊頭。
睇下點啊？睇下呢場有冇令我盡興啊？
係啊，
我識我知啊，你去工作管理員識咗佢啦。
係咪炒炒？The fuck？唔要可以，我真係好中意揾工，個屁啊！唉，有冇人可以送份工俾我？
你快啲叫人開公司俾你做咯。
係啊，洗廁所唔去啊？唔係咁樣洗到廁所，寧願做看照。而家洗到廁所啦，點解唔做看照會？係啊，
哇，好啦，
乜鬼嘢？
亂咁嚟啊
我哋列隊中喎，點解你唔係列隊？不如等下接受先啦，照開啦，睇下接受咩樣嘅就。誒，
幫住重開遊戲啊！唔係重開遊戲，重開機啊！我啱啱應該，唔係睇下點先咯，睇下。
兩隻老
即係我覺得合
跑得快。
我是個傻逼，我是個傻逼。
Just joined us and aren't sure of the logistics
Wow.
and the story. Argentina has yet to
有
qualify
rest 喺出
for
邊。
Olympics.
Iris 有冇收到？
收唔到 r a c
我收唔到。